Yo, what's going down, Commanders? I've got a bit of a rant to go on about just thinking about the way the game is and the way some of the events that Kixeye are pushing out into the new year or the end of last year. And this Skirmish, which in my opinion is very medicore, it's a very basically you can see what they're doing with this Skirmish event. They're just reusing old event bases, plopping them into Skirmish, making us so we can only use 3 units and calling it an event. But there's more to it. If you look closer, there's more to it. In the Skirmish, they're releasing a new hero. So that is in turn going to relegate the Heroes Showdown to a medical, I guess you call it a medical event also, because there probably will not, after a certain point, there probably will not be any more heroes placed into Heroes Showdown. What Heroes Showdown will then be used for is to update older heroes. So we're going to get new levels on older heroes and then bring them back into the game for a little bit. So they're making us, it's not just that, there's a lot more to it, but they're making us earn 80 parts to get the new hero. Then you've got to earn tokens to upgrade the new hero. Then instead of the hero being a thorium free build, the new hero is going to be a timed build where you can earn X amount of days build, bringing it down to a reasonable amount of days or a reasonable amount of time by the time you get the 4-day upgrade build boosts. This is just absolutely sickening to peer into. If you look at it, instead of playing a hero showdown where we can get the hero, then we've got to get X amount of tokens. I think it works out to be 10 or 9 to get it to level 5. Instead, they're putting the hero out and they're putting it out straight away at level. It goes up to level 20, but you can only get it to 10 in one event, then 15 the next event, and then basically this is Kixeye's way of bringing or making us play for longer amounts of time in these events that are fucking dead, fucking boring. Even this event just gone. There's nothing surprising in the event. There's nothing that you go, wow, that was a bit of a shock. I didn't expect this. All they're doing is throwing tons of numbers at units and vehicles. And it's the hardest part about these events, and that goes for Skirmish and everything else, is you need the latest units. You need the Hyperion, you need the Commandant, and you need the Janissary at level 20 to be able to compete and be able to get the amount of parts needed to get the units and get them, then move on and get the levels put on the units, which is disgusting in itself. I don't know why Kixeye would go with a 4th event a month. I guess one. So we go main event, then we've got the PvP event, Warpath, then we've got a holdout invasion, Hero Showdown. I don't think we've seen an onslaught for months and months and months. And then you've got Skirmish. And Skirmish is just going to be basically the hero of the next unit that's coming out the following month. I just don't get why Kixeye would fucking think that was a bright idea. I feel personally it would have been better for Kixeye to invest the time into making the events that we've already got, looking at them and saying, how can we make these more fun? Because in my mind, I always see fun as, if I'm having fun and it's costing me a bit of coin to have that fun, or it's costing me a bit of time or whatever to have that fun, I'm having fun. It doesn't matter. But you're basically putting out events that are driven to bore us to tears, but you're using that FOMO, fear of missing out, to drive players to keep playing. Like this Salvatore. How many people are now regretting that they didn't get Salvatore in Skirmish? I bet it's dozens and dozens and hundreds of dozens of people really scared that they didn't get the Salvatore the first time it come out, because Salvatore made the following event very easy. This event that we're playing right now. I just don't get their fucking logic. Their logic isn't to entertain, which is what a computer game is supposed to be. It's meant to be entertainment. You know, a few hours of your life. If you got nothing better to do, you can come into the game and have a bit of an entertainment. If it costs you a few bucks along the way, you're happy to do that because it's entertaining. Now they're driving the game into boring us to fucking tears, and they've got a new guy at the helm, Fidget, that really don't seem to have a clue or understand the way the players play the game and enjoy the game. He's just pumping shit into the game that no one's got no interest in. And I just can't see it lasting. I can't. How many more events is there going to be a sixth? Because there was mention of another PvP event to come in place. I don't know whether that was rotating with Skirmish or what. But so far we've had 2 skirmishes and no PvP event that they promised, which most people would probably do, hoping, fingers crossed, hoping that Kixeye come up with a fun way for us to enjoy the event. Not you can only use 3 units. Don't worry about all the units that you worked years for. You can only use these 3 units. That's it. That's that event. And then just use reincarnations or the exact same event bases or shadow ops bases that are originally on the map. Another thing that I've got to fucking moan about is why wasn't there a transfer of shadow ops bases when they moved on to the newest unit? I forget what it's called, the Zeus. There was no transfer of shadow ops bases. It was exactly the same shadow ops bases as we got for the, I forget what the unit's called now, the war barge. That's another thing I've got to moan about as well, the war barge. What the fuck is that unit all about? It's absolute garbage, Kixeye. Absolute fucking wank. It seriously needs some fucking hardcore tech put into it to make it any good. And we're the suckers here still upgrading that fucking thing. Look, and I am, because I've got nothing else to upgrade, basically. But if I did, I wouldn't be bothering with this thing. That's for sure. And that's probably why Kixeye are not going to fucking give it anything good, because that unit's a dead in the water unit. I.e., it's not making Kixeye the coins that they expect it to make them, because it's absolutely landed flat on its face, which is a shame. It's an absolute travesty. And how long is it going to keep going on that we... And these units that we're... The Shadow Ops especially, if you think about it, these units are nowhere near as strong as, say, for instance, the latest unit that's deployed in the event, or the latest hero that's deployed in the event. But these Shadow Ops units, they expect us to repair them for, what, 6 to 8 to 10 hours a piece? And the standard units are 30 minutes, 40 minutes to repair. And they're twice as powerful as the Shadow Ops units. Even the Asmodos is sort of like waning in its power. It's like, yeah, it's good range. It's useful to pick off things, but its actual power, if you put it up against some of the event-based units, it's jank. And this is the latest. This is the one where we're getting the tech for it now. It's not the last Shadow Ops unit or the previous Shadow Ops unit. It's the latest one, all but the War Barge. It's like Kixeye are arse about face about everything they implement in the game. It's like if they're not making the money that they expected on it, the actual drive to improve that unit is pulled back. They don't. It's like we're not going to bother improving that unit. We're just going to throw out a 10 more range or 10% less damage taken and shit like that, which is pathetic. You know, if you want to earn money, make sure the units are fucking, for a 6-hour repair, this unit wants to be seriously fucking good. Or an 8-hour repair, this unit wants to be seriously good. Not something where you could replace it with one. I reckon you could replace Asmodeus with one level 20 commandant. And you could still do everything. You take a bit of damage, but you ain't worried. It's a 30-minute repair. It's just so fucking arse about face, and they don't seem to be getting that into their thick fucking minds. That everything they're doing right now is making the game less attractive for the players to spend a bit of money. Massively less attractive. I'm even sitting at the point now where I'm like, if I don't coin nothing throughout this month, I won't put no more money into the game next month. You've given me no reason to coin. Even with repairs now, I'm not going to use the heavy units in my main tunes, because my heavy units are going to cost me 8 hours repair. I can use 2 30-minute repair units and use them, and they're just as effective. So you're taking away the option of me using a unique unit, because you're giving me the units more powerful than the unique unit that's fucking 5 times, 10 times less repair. It's crazy, and it's an ongoing theme with them. It's drivel. And it's drivelling and drip feeding us fucking shitty units. The Salvatore, the Karen, they didn't need to be 20 levels. 5 levels for the increase in stats was, let's call it 10. Let's be fair with them. 10 levels to the Salvatore and the Karen would have been perfectly fine. That would have given them scope in the future to give them another 5 levels and then increase to 20 eventually. Instead of going 20 levels and fucking them tiny little numbers look minute for each level. The stat increases. They would have looked better on paper if the increase was 1 to 10 rather than 1 to 20. Nothing they do is making me want to spend money in this game anymore. Literally nothing. None of the events are entertaining. They're just fucking plain drain. They're all the events are designed to do right now is to keep you playing for as long as possible. Not to spend money, not to enjoy yourself and say, right, I'm enjoying myself, I'm willing to put a fucking $10 into this game. None of it's that driven to that anymore. It's driven to make sure you're sitting at the computer playing for as many hours as possible. And it's boring. Anyway, guys, I could talk for hours about this. I've been talking 10 minutes. I'm not going to keep you. I'd just love to know your thoughts as well. If you're feeling the same as me, it's just I'm looking for alternatives right now. I'm looking for ways or games that are coming out that are very similar. Or it's just a shame no other companies have picked up on this just yet, and it's only War Commander we've got to pick between. Anyway, take care all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.